Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is the speed Daniel build that I was talking about on the other videos. Now you can see here the equipment and everything. I'm going over it. I'm using the here's the deck as well. If you want to just pause the video to see that better. Now I'm using the let's go for over the equipment first. So I'm using the increase the movement there first slot. The other two slots is all about viruses and taking less damage when controlling the creature. And the final slot there is in, I think it's called resistance skin or something, right? The resilience skin or something like that. It increases the overall health. I'm using the highest I can on both there. I think the resilience skin there is probably level 2, if I'm not mistaken. And then I have the level 3 virus and something like that, like maybe level 2 virus there. Just enough to get those 20 points, you know? As far as Mr. X, I'm using the one with the punches. A second slot there for the passive abilities, I'm using the frenzy, which the zombies move faster naturally. And on the third slot, I'm using no knockback. Okay. Special card you saw there is the dealer with the regen and the equilibrium mod, which helps a ton on area 3. As far as the deck, if you paused the video earlier, you saw that I'm using the Viro mod to have the berserker effect, so that's gonna make the creatures even faster. Now, you noticed one of the equipment I was using to increase the movement speed, right? You do not need that equipment. You can still like run as fast as the survivors without that equipment. The reason why I have it there is just to have that little bit of an extra edge because you still are faster than the survivors, but still no, not that much. So they can still kind of hold you on, kind of take a long time to catch up to them if they're running away from you. So that's why I have that equipment there, just to give that extra push, so I can really catch up to them. Ideally, I would actually want even another movement speed there, which you can do, but at that point you'd be losing a lot of the health benefits of the virus and everything that I have there, the resilience skin, to be able to afford all those points. Because there's another equipment that costs 10 points, where it will also increase the speed of the zombie. You can tell here how fast she's moving, right? It's but that's still not it's still a little faster than the survivors, but it's still not ideal, I would say. A little bit more faster would be ideal. But you can tell she's moving pretty much as fast as a survivor, if not more. And the idea of this build, because you have no knockback and you have so much health, it's really all about the grabbing, man. You just want to run at them, maybe hit them, a swing or whatever, and you definitely want to finish a grab before you go down. You see, exactly like this. You finish the grab, but you down, you get killed, it's fine. Then you spawn another zombie, and you just repeat the process. Like in this case, she's alone, so I don't have to worry about grabbing her so quickly. I can just down her right away. Now, if they're headshotting you like crazy, like she was doing there, you're gonna go down. But most of the time, you'll be able to finish the grab. And because they don't get 5 seconds from killing you, the skinny ones. That's why I also take note that I'm only using skinny ones for that reason as well. They only gotta get 5 seconds for killing you, but you gotta get 15 seconds from binding them. So I don't know. If you really want, another idea you could try is using the fat zombie here in this deck as well, because he's gonna be a lot stronger than these skinny guys with this build. So not only would you be able to guarantee a bite easily, but you also be able to get a few swings on them. Because you also move faster than they do, so you'd also be able to follow them and keep swinging them at that point. So that's another idea, but that's only something I would do with the fat one, because the skinny ones are not gonna last that long. So you might as well get a grab and get those 15 seconds off. Exactly like this. When they're alone, you can actually combo more hits too before you go for the grab. But if they're, really close together, you want to get that grab right away before it takes so much damage that's gonna kill you. So you're making sure that they're losing more time that they are gaining. You see, like that, I do a hit first and then the grab. That's the ideal, because you cannot avoid that first hit and the grab if you do it that way. But that's really that. This build is definitely not like the strongest build for Daniel. It's really more of a gimmicky kind of build. You just want to. It's really just about playing a high-speed creature, really. And you see right here, I can easily follow her with the speed and still grab her here. So I got a lot of time from there. I probably got like 20 seconds or more from her just from that interaction. Now, you can see that's really the idea of the build. Now, this team is a very good SWAT team. I don't know if you guys could tell yet, but so that I thought this started would be a good example because this build, like I said, is just like a gimmick. It's not so much like the strongest build that you can use, but it just goes to show that even with the SWAT team, how it can deal, you know, against the really good opposition. And not super well, but it's still like well enough, you know. And yeah, so they gotta go through the next start. They lost a lot of time, so it's still not that bad. Like they start with 5 minutes, they only got through with 2 minutes, so they lost essentially 3 minutes there from all those interactions and grabs. However, they get what, like 2 minutes here, so essentially they lost 1 minute out of their five they have in that area one. So now area two, the energy is gonna build a little bit faster. You'll notice I also have the discount there as well, so my creatures are not that expensive because of the Vara mod. One mod essentially is gonna nullify the cost of the other. Now the zombie is on the preset, so he's not affected by the Vara mod on my hand there. I need to change this because it's he needs to go through all that to reach them, all these little ramps. So I need to change it on my preset because that zombie essentially becomes a free kill because they can shoot him from afar. So something I need to change in my preset later. Not a good idea to have a zombie there. Should probably put that zombie on another room or something like that. So again, just really all about following them and getting the grabs especially, so you can get those 15 seconds off. Maybe get some infection due to the auras. Because you're not gonna do too much damage as well. See, she's alone, so this is a good time to do the not only chain grabbing, but the hit combo with the grab. Because the first hit's gonna stun them, so it's a free. You know, it's a free. She got coughing there as well, so you could get a free grabs from that too. So you know, going alone against Daniel like this is a really bad idea. You always want to stay with your team. I mean, right here, I'm really just. I have no chance there, but I was really trying to make her waste as much of that ammo as I could. Now it seems like the other team is focusing on the objective here, so I kind of had to make a choice here because I really want Valerie to go to die, you know, so I get those 30 seconds. So I kind of have to choose here if I want her to die or defend the objective. Now she's dead already, so now I should definitely focus on the objective. Not so much on this backer here. Now you see the speed. She has no time to really do a lot of shooting there. I'm already on her ass. She's coughing too. I can easily reach her, as you can tell there. That's pretty fun. No, she was gonna go down there, but unfortunately, they were able to kill me. That shotgun is really powerful. I don't know, man. I don't think they need to nerf the damage, but they definitely need to nerf the knockback. The knockback is the only thing I think is kind of broken on the gun. I'm sure it's like definitely the weapon that has the most knockback out of all the possible. Like I don't think even the Lightning Hawk has as much knockback as the shotgun. So again, just spreading the damage here. They're using they're a SWAT team, so they know how to play against Daniel. They're using flashbangs and everything. Now this Jill, I think she had USP for because she did out quite quickly. Now here's really unfortunate. They were able to get away from my reach here. Now good thing that the devs buffed the speed, so they're trying to get to the area there where they're safe. I don't know why this person didn't try to go there too, but I guess because it's a Jill and she has movement speed and everything. And she was still, you see, I still hit her, but somehow it didn't got me through the door, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, they just need to reach the exit here. So if I can down her, that would be good pressure for me right now, which I think I'll be able to because she's in the middle of nowhere. Now usually they get stunned when they're getting hit like this, but for some reason she isn't. And just like that, now I have the pressure. I can leave Mr. X. They're gonna have to come heal her, and I can spawn more zombies in the meantime. Oh, there's a spray there, so yeah. That's my pressure gone. Just like that, just to the button. Man, I hate those sprays, dude. They need to nerf that. I mean, I don't know. Considering you can get a spray, there's always a spray, a first aid spray on every area. So area 1, area 2, and area 3, they always have a spray that you can find around the map if you look for it. So that essentially guarantees that you as the mastermind are going to lose your pressure 3 times in the match. So it's just dumb. I mean, I don't know, man. They should be able to get up like that. Not with full health at least, you know. At least have him get up with low health or something. So okay, so they have a kind of a lot of time here, so we're still gonna have to do a lot of work here on area 3. But someone DC or something fell off the game. I don't know what happened, disconnected. But this build doesn't mean that they're gonna win. I still had a chance of winning here as much as they did. But now with the 3v1, you know, it's kind of not much. It's their chances are kind of, you know, much smaller now. But you see, this build it's a good example because I'm playing against a really good SWAT team. It just goes to show like how you play this build, and you know, it's really not. It's fun, but it's really not really the best build you want to be using. And I think playing against these the SWAT team here is a good example. You see, I grab her from the back, so she cannot do the animation to cancel my grab. Because if I grab her from the front like this, she's gonna stick the knife on me. So. And now you see the equilibrium mod helps me a lot, keeping the energy high there, so I can constantly be spawning the zombies. So I can't grab her unless it's from behind, so I need to just swing at her. Very good idea to use the zombies to control the list here. That was a miss. She dodged as well with the dash. I believe I have a clone. I think I have a clone on this deck as well. It's really used for the dealer, because she's the one that gets the most time out of the grabbing, right? With the triangle there. And she also does a lot of damage too. So the clone is really meant for her when I use it on my Daniel builds. Now they kind of just gave up. So, I mean, yeah, they just kind of gave up. But it was still, the match was still, could still go either way here with those 3 minutes that they had. It could definitely still go either way. That Jew wasn't even using the what's it called, the rocket launcher fever skill. But yeah, I think that Jan really just DC'd, man. I don't think she disconnected. She actually like purposely DC'd. As far as the Val, I think it was not on purpose. But yeah, they just kind of gave up here at this point. And you see, they still had flashbangs ready and everything. So it would not be that easy to deal with them. These cores here, 2 flashbangs. Considering that, I think they used what? How many flashbangs did they use this match? It was like 5, 6 flashbangs in total. Considering, well, probably the Val was buying from the armory, right? The Val alone is probably the one that used most of the flashbangs. I think it was Jill or Becca here that used these 2 flashbangs at this point. So yeah, I think it was at least like around 6 flashbangs that they used. This is another one here, so maybe 7. Like what the fuck, you know? How do you get that many flashbangs? Maybe Val using the ability too that when you kill a creature, it drops grenades. That's a possibility as well. But yeah, considering they had this many flashbangs, I'm actually kind of in doubt if I would have been able to win. Because if they're using that shit on the cores, it would be really hard to defend the cores if you constantly have flashbangs like that. But yeah, they kind of gave up here, so. But it goes good example of how the build works, how to play it, and why it's really not the best build you can use to play against these type of teams. But it's just a fun build nonetheless. If you just care about the grabbing and everything like that, it can be fun. Another thing as well, I thought I said I was using on the second ability, passive ability, I was using the extra damage. No, I was using the frenzy, right? Oh yeah, so you can't mess up with that. But I don't know, if you take the frenzy, the passive frenzy ability from this build, you could try using the extra damage on the grabbing, or just the vampirism in general, because then since you're constantly following them and you're constantly swinging at them, you'd be recovering health. But I don't know, I think that the point of the build is really the speed, so having the frenzy passive there is really just the way to go. It's funny how jerky the zombie moves when they're moving this fast. Guys, that's the Daniel speed build. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's the best build, but definitely fun. I don't know if you want to just vary a little bit, have control. You can definitely increase the speed even more if you want to, but I feel like the damage is crucial there, so you can get the bites in, or you're really not gonna win any games because the time is always gonna be in their favor. But yeah, I guess that's a video. Take care. See you guys in the next one.